Sculptor George Rickey passed his test today before the Fort Worth City Art Commission. Rickey's model of what he intends to hang in the Fort Worth City Hall was displayed to some of the commission members who had to give their final approval to the design before the sculptor could complete work on the real thing. Rickey briefly explained how he liked the free-floating and balanced structure, which will be made entirely of stainless steel. The observers nodded approvingly as Rickey led them to see a mock-up that he'd worked all night to hang over the reflection pond in City Hall. The sculptor from New York says he's ready for any criticism of the thing.
I think an object put into this space should perform some public service. So I would hope that it would be of interest to the public, that there would be a response to it, not necessarily favorable, but then you see, I think what would be the worst would be if it were completely ignored.
Half the $70,000 price tag on the sculpture will be paid by the National Endowment for the Arts. The other half will come from local funds. After the Art Commission took the vote to make it all official, their chairman was asked if it was worth the money.
You bet. It's the most imaginative solution to the problem of space in this building that I could imagine.
The people who will have to look at the flying sculpture every day are not members of the Art Commission. They are city employees and taxpayers whose opinions of Rickey's creation cover the spectrum.
It's kind of puzzling.
Mm-hmm. Were you expecting a shape like this?
No, I wasn't. I feel like some of the customers that have come in, they feel like we're taking off into space.
It looks a little bit like it. We're going to take off.
Do you like it?
I like it. Some more could be added to it and make a beautiful sheen out of it.
I think it's going to be pretty. Very pretty to look at.
Do you think it's worth the money?
No.
Why not?
I think the money could be used better for other reasons, other purposes.
I think you have to have vision into the future to really realize what it's going to look like.
Do you think it's fair to say at this time whether it's good or bad?
No, I don't think it's fair right now, because this is just such a crude mock-up of what is supposed to be there. It's the finished product.
Sculptor Rickey will tear his mock-up down, take it back to New York, and start work on that finished product. He's agreed to have the whole thing finished by next October. While the Art Commission has rendered its verdict, the jury of the public is still out and apparently will stay out until they've seen the last piece put in place. Bruce Halford, Channel 8 News, Fort Worth.